In this past week, we've looked at different types of nouns, count nouns or mass nouns. Kind of an interesting comparison that I made through the two was when I was younger, I'd watch Barney with my mom, and there was this song like, I like to eat, eat apples and bananas. And it was just funny because that's not necessarily how we're supposed to say it. You meant to like, I'd like to eat apples. You'd be like, I'd like to eat an apple right now, or I'd like to eat a apple, or please bring me 3 apples from the store. They do need some sort of determiner or a number identifier to kind of say that they can't go naked. They can't be bounded with like by themselves. They need something to come before it so that it makes more sense and it's more fluent in language. On the other hand, there's mass nouns, and these are words that don't need to be bounded. They can stand freely. For example, pasta. You wouldn't say like I'd like a pasta. You would say if you were ordering at the restaurant, you would say I'd like pasta for dinner. There's no determiner needed. But let's say they bring the pasta to the table and there's just too much. You won't be able to eat it. You'll say, there's too much pasta for me. Not, there's too many pasta on my plate, because that wouldn't work with the mass nouns, and that would only work if it was a count noun. We're able to quickly alternate in language between a mass and count without even thinking about it. In an experiment that we read in our book, there was children that were observed, and they didn't necessarily get the point of the mass and count yet, but they were able to distinguish the difference between the two objects. This was really interesting because it proves that the reasoning behind language, language focuses on that difference between the mass and the count, but our minds focus on the substance and the object distribution, which kind of allows us to process them at the same time and do that dual processing without one interfering with the other.